Welcome to ESP-Terminal Firmware Guide for Windows. This video will cover all requirements and steps to flash ESP-Terminal firmware in your ESP device successfully on Windows. The first requirement is Python. Make sure Python is installed on your Windows machine. The second requirement is installation of Git. It is optional as it is only required if you want to clone the ESP-Terminal repository directly using Git. You can also download complete repository from GitHub page by clicking on code and then on download as zip. Now, to clone repository using Git, copy the link and type git clone followed by link that you copied. Once the ESP-Terminal folder is downloaded, change the directory path to downloaded folder using cd command. Now, we have two folders inside the ESP-Terminal folder. One is Firmware folder and second is App folder. Change the directory path to Firmware folder using cd command. Inside the Firmware's folders, there are a lot of builds option for firmware, and each build includes different commands pack for different functionalities. For more information about different builds, visit our website or GitHub and read documentation. After that, make sure pip is installed along with Python. The only required library for firmware flashing is Esptool. Install it using pip. Then, visit our GitHub or website and copy the complete command for flashing firmware in your ESP device using Esptool. Esptool command could change, so if you got any error, search for new command for flashing firmware using Esptool. Two important parameters in this command are flash size that could be different for your device, but make sure it should not be less than 4 MB. Second is the path of firmware files. If you are inside the firmware folder, then your path would be same. Select the build you want to flash in firmware's path. As in this previously command was for flashing build 0, but I change it to build 1. Each build have different commands set with different functionalities. Running the command will start flashing firmware in your ESP device. Best practice is to press reset button once on your ESP device before running above command. If firmware is successfully flashed, you will see hash of data verified message after each flashed file. Now, next step is to connect your ESP-Terminal app and enjoy running commands using Terminal app on your ESP device. Check ESP-Terminal app guide video for this.